Hey, welcome to another episode of FSU Weather. Hope your Tuesday went well. Mine did until we had to deal with a little bit of rain that moved through the area. We had to dodge a couple storms here as we headed towards 6 o'clock. You can see that here. This is as of 6:01. Storms have moved off predominantly to the west of Tallahassee. We had some that were just to the south and over toward Woodville. We had to watch out for a few of those moving through. A little more severe back over toward Perry. Tonight, though, those showers will be lingering around the area, but after midnight, things will consistently improve as far as conditions. Winds will be rather calm, though, so 74 degrees, pretty comfortable. A lot of consistency here over the next 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can see the rain chances there, and we'll sit in the mid-90s for temperatures. Very uncomfortable, though, but for on the show, we have a lot to talk about. Those afternoon showers and storms will continue. Those high heat index values, if you're not under one of those showers, and we're locked in this pattern. It's a typical sea breeze pattern that we see here in Florida. But now I'm going to give things over to Jennifer to take a look locally.
Thank you, Colby. And as we take a look at what's going on around the Tallahassee area, since this morning we saw the cloud cover starting to increase throughout much of the mid-afternoon. And then by this afternoon, we also saw rain in the forecast because sea breeze storms were starting to pop up across the Big Bend region. So we're left over with some overcast clouds throughout most of the Tallahassee and Big Bend region throughout the rest of right now. Currently, though, we're looking at 79 degrees, so it is a bit cooler than what we saw earlier today. It was just so hot earlier today, and we're leaving with the scattered thunderstorms, definitely giving us a little bit of a cool off for not most areas, but these storms do have lightning and also some heavy rains associated with them throughout most of the afternoon. Temperature-wise, we're keeping fairly warm for most of our northern viewing area. 90 degrees for Valdosta, as well as 97 degrees right now in Bainbridge. But the areas that did see the rain cooled off quite a bit, about 75 degrees for Perry right now, and as well as 79 degrees here in Tallahassee. So temperatures have cooled off for areas that have seen the rain. We're also seeing high dew points exactly where those rain showers are occurring throughout most of the area. So with these higher dew points, it does feel a bit humid when you walk outside. And that increases the heat index throughout most areas. Whereas the places that did see rain, we're seeing some much smaller heat indexes, about 75 for Perry. However, where there hasn't been any rain, when you accumulate the dew points into the temperature, you're going to get a heat index of about 100 degrees in Bainbridge. So that's the feels like temperature. Satellite radar is indicating sea breeze showers forming throughout much of the Big Bend region. These are making their way a little bit towards the north as the sea breeze does kick its way from the south. So we are going to start to see the rain showers increasing for areas like Valdosta, even into Bainbridge, areas like that. The sea breeze has increased throughout much of the afternoon. We're looking around 21 miles per hour for Monticello right now, 10 miles per hour here in Tallahassee, and we are going to start to see the sea breeze making its way more north, and that's where the showers and storms will also develop a little bit more north of us. RPM forecast is indicating the showers and storms will linger on throughout tonight. However, we'll wake up and it will be a fairly clear morning, similar to today. But by the afternoon is when the sea breeze kicks on in, and we'll see another similar weather pattern than what we saw today. We'll see the rain showers increasing throughout the evening, heading on to around 6 p.m. Tonight, showers lingering, 74 degrees. We'll have that calm wind throughout most of tonight. But tomorrow is going to be another warm one. We'll see temperatures in the mid-90s for tomorrow. About 7 a.m., we'll see 76 degrees. We'll be sunny, but by the afternoon is when the sea breeze kicks on in. And we'll see some hot temperatures throughout most of tomorrow. 7-day forecast is showing rain in the forecast, 50% chance of rain for Wednesday and Thursday. We'll see a higher rain chance heading into Friday. In the weekend, we'll also see the similar weather pattern than what we saw today as well. About 94 degrees heading throughout the rest of this week. A bit of a cool off for Saturday and Sunday, only about 92 degrees for Saturday, but it's still going to be a warm one. How do you feel about that, Colby?
Well, that's what we're having to deal with, but luckily we're not dealing with this, and this is an FSU Weather exclusive here. This was a viewer that sent in a video from yesterday around Spring Hill, Florida. It's north of Tampa, and what this is it's a funnel cloud clearly coming down from the cloud. You can see the rotation there, too, in that video. We were pretty sure it did not reach the ground and be officially a tornado, but definitely an ominous sight there. You have to appreciate that. So even these storms that get kicked up, we have to watch them. We have to really watch them and stay vigilant on what's going on out there. Temperatures across the area, well, what's going on is some cooler temperatures for here in Tallahassee, 79, 85, a little bit cooler there in Montgomery from what we're used to. Had that shower and thunderstorm activity moving through there, but places that wish they could get in on that shower and thunderstorm activity, Dallas sitting at a very sultry 97, 97 as well over in Shreveport. They're definitely having the sticky, icky feeling out there, very uncomfortable, and those dew point values very high as well. A lot of onshore flow from the Gulf of Mexico coming into places like Houston, Corpus Christi. They're in the mid-70s for dew point values, very uncomfortable. Combine that, those dew point values with that actual temperature, you get that real feel. And look at all the century marks out to the west, Dallas 100, 103, Houston 101 down in Corpus Christi. Very uncomfortable. Places that have gotten a little more precipitation, doesn't feel too bad, 82 down in Tallahassee, 74 if you go down I-10 in Jacksonville. Looking at where the rain and the showers and storms are, really have exploded over the last couple of hours across Alabama, and then much more severe storms moving across Tennessee into North Carolina and South Carolina there, indicated by those severe thunderstorm warning boxes, and then even some watches as we start to go into the upper fringes of the southeast Arkansas up into Missouri. Those winds, that onshore wind, you can see that there, bringing in all that moisture and then wrapping it around this area of high pressure, goes back into the Tennessee River Valley, and that's what's really kicking up those storms across Tennessee and North Carolina, coupled with a cold front in that area too, so that boundary really helping stir things up with that moisture. We go into tonight, things rather quiet. Things really start to taper off as we start the day off tomorrow. Quiet, but typical. In the afternoon, we start to deal with those showers and storms all across the Big Bend. Tropics are rather quiet. 5-day development possible off the North Carolina coast. We'll have to watch that. Only 20% there from National Hurricane Center. No worries there. And we've got the mid-70s all across the area. And then for tomorrow's forecast, we're right there again. 90s and actual sultry conditions, almost hitting their century mark out in Dallas. Very uncomfortable back here. Hopefully we get a couple sea breeze storms moving through. Can't keep those high temperatures from getting too high. 90s definitely there all across the board really. And then we're going to give it off to Michael to take a look nationally.
Yeah, thanks Colby. The national picture is not really much different compared to yesterday. Pretty similar pattern over the entire U.S. We have cooler conditions over the Ohio River Valley due to a lot of thunderstorm and shower activity. You can see 82 in Chicago, 76 in Detroit. Down towards Texas with the sun out and high pressure over them. Very hot, 97 in Dallas, 96 in San Antonio. If you want some cooler summer conditions, always go off towards the west coast. 68 in Seattle and 70s in both San Francisco and Los Angeles. The dew points, very similar to yesterday apparently. So you can see actually a lot higher dew points east of the Rockies, 67 in Kansas City, 67 in Chicago, 71 in Memphis. But once you go west of the Rockies, drier air, higher elevation, 31 in Denver, 29 in Salt Lake City. And then you get a little bit onshore flow off the Pacific, giving some higher dew points in San Francisco and Los Angeles. Now, the drought, and this hasn't really changed over the last few months, really. We have not much drought east of the Mississippi River, but once you go into the southwest, they haven't gotten much rain over the last few months. And as a result, you had that extreme and exceptional drought in northern Arizona and northern New Mexico. And we're not really expecting that to change really over the next few weeks because we're not expecting any really major rainfall events over the southwest, unfortunately. Now, the radar is pretty active, again, over the Ohio River Valley. You can see this low-pressure system swirling in Minneapolis. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. You can see we have some shower activity ahead of that low-pressure system. A lot of lightning associated with this, moving down towards Nashville and into Knoxville as we speak. And a lot of shower activity also associated with a lot of lightning down towards the southern Appalachians in Greenville, Asheville, just to name a few. Down towards the southeast, we have our normal pop-up showers and thunderstorms due to the heat and humidity. Now, we do have a lot of alerts to show you. And let's start off with the heat because St. Louis is under excessive heat watch due to high heat index values expected for the St. Louis metro region. Higher than 105 is possible, so you want to limit your outdoor activities there. We also have a heat advisory in orange. Now, just below that heat advisory and heat warning, we have severe weather, severe thunderstorm warning in pink, and the warnings in orange. And then we also have that flood watch in Kentucky. Out towards the west, drier conditions allowing for some fire weather. Now, we do have the storm outlook there, but for tonight, warm across the southern tier of the country, cooler up north, and then tomorrow, pretty similar. Hot conditions over Texas. 100 in Salt Lake City, so very hot over there as well. But let's send it off to Jennifer with a look at Florida.
Yep, and we actually had another video sent in by Lindsay Palma. She sent in a light show that happened last night. That was due to lingering sea breeze thunderstorms, and they gave just a beautiful, dazzling light show by the end of the day. So that was from Spring Hill, Florida, just yesterday, similar to the funnel cloud we saw earlier, but this was just lingering showers, storms that left over some beautiful light shows for most areas. Temperature-wise across the Florida region, we're looking around 89 for Pensacola. We're also looking at some showers and thunderstorms for most areas of the peninsula of Florida. These are sea breeze thunderstorms that we see regularly during the summertime pattern. 90 degrees though in Orlando, so it is fairly warm across the Sunshine State. Dew points are high, so it does feel humid, and we're also seeing rain as a result of these higher dew points. 73 degrees in Tallahassee, 73 as well in Gainesville. So with these dew points in the 70s, it does feel quite humid, but the winds are coming out of the south, so it is bringing some tropical moisture in for most areas of the panhandle. Panhandle of Florida, but we're also seeing the sea breeze activity kicking in for the central part of Florida. Where you see these winds converging from the west and the east is where you'll see the showers popping up. So as we look at the radar, that's exactly where we're seeing these showers. We even have a lot of lightning associated with these showers. So it definitely is a more active summer day for most areas of Florida. But with these sea breeze storms, we'll see this regularly throughout the next few weeks, heading in throughout the rest of the summer. The drought is alleviated for most areas of Florida, so that is a good sign for most of Florida. Futurecast for tomorrow will show that by tonight we'll have some lingering showers and storms, especially in the center part of Florida as the sea breeze starts to die down throughout most of tonight. By tomorrow morning, we'll start to see the sunshine making its way back into the picture. We'll only have a few clouds here and there. But the afternoon is when the sea breeze kicks on in, and we'll see showers and storms across mainly the eastern parts of Florida. So that's where the sea breeze has more westerly flow. So it will have storms mainly towards the east for tomorrow. Tonight's forecast is going to be a warm one, 74 degrees for Tallahassee. We'll even see some showers and thunderstorms throughout most of the Florida region. Pensacola is the only one keeping with mainly overcast clouds. As well as for tomorrow, sea breeze storms are the main story for tomorrow's forecast, and hot temperatures as well. About 92 degrees here in Tallahassee, but take a look at down south. We're looking at 91 degrees for Fort Myers, as well as 87 degrees for West Palm Beach.
Thanks, Jennifer. Let's take a look at one of our FSU, not the FSU weather stem, one of our FSU Panama City weather stem cams overlooking the East Bay out in Panama City. Look at all the cloud cover building up in the afternoon from all of that heat and humidity. Typical Florida summer afternoon. Now the temperatures across the Big Bend region, rain cooled 79 in Tallahassee. So that was a pretty intense thunderstorm moving over the city just an hour ago. 75 in Perry, they had a severe thunderstorm warning earlier due to that thunderstorm. And where you haven't gotten the rain, 97 in Bainbridge. But that will probably cool down in just a little bit. There's some shower activity just south of Bainbridge. Dew point still relatively high, and this is typical for summer. 66 dew point in Bainbridge, that's actually feeling pretty nice for this time of year, honestly. 73 in Tallahassee and 77 in Apalachicola. Combine the dew points and the temperatures, you get some pretty impressive heat indexes. 100 in Bainbridge, a little oppressive, but 82 in Tallahassee, just a short drive down. 27, much more comfortable in Tallahassee. But then down towards Apalachicola, they didn't have much rain today, so they still have a heat index of 100. The sea breeze has made its way all the way through the Panhandle and is now into Georgia. You can see by those southerly winds moving north. 9 miles per hour in Bainbridge, 10 in Tallahassee. We actually had a wind report of 23 miles per hour from a thunderstorm moving through the airport earlier. So you can get some pretty impressive winds from these thunderstorms. A lot of the action has died off as a lot of the instability is now gone from a lot of the heating being gone from being cooled from these showers and thunderstorms. Bainbridge, that you saw there was a temperature of 97. That's probably going to drop. As you can see, there's a shower and thunderstorm right over them right now, so that temperature will drop momentarily. But a lot of the shower activity is starting to die off as we are losing some of that daytime heating. Now, the Futurecast shows you how the daytime heating is lost and we lose the shower activity. But then in the afternoon, you basically press your repeat button like you do on your DVR. Showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon once again, and we will play the same tune once again on Thursday. Tonight's forecast, 74 here in Tallahassee, 75 in Bainbridge. Very muggy, very sultry. Whatever word describes muggy conditions for you, that's basically how it's going to be tonight. And expect some morning fog is possible because of all the shower activity we had today. Tomorrow, similar story with 92 degrees here in Tallahassee, 95 in Bainbridge, and 90 in Apalachicola. For the 7-day forecast, we continue the same song once again. 50% chance mainly every day, 60% on Friday and 40% on Thursday. But don't forget to follow us on social media. Have a great night.